Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video number 3 of today. You're very welcome. Actually, I'm not going to lie, I did see you guys in the comments, there was a lot of you that were going, Younes, thank you for the regular videos today, we've been blitzed with content. You're welcome, no problem, it had to be done though, it had to be done. So, we are finally here. Finally here, the Premier League season is upon us. It is beginning. And this is why, for this preview, I have come fresh. Because I'm ready for Chelsea to go to Goodison Park. Let's get 3 points. But before we think and talk about all of that, I want to let you know this video is brought to you by OneFootball, where you have a chance to enter the season start prediction giveaway to be in for the running of winning a copy of FIFA 23 and a Premier League shirt of your choosing. We've had Arsenal Palace already kick off. We've seen how that's gone. I'm about to get to that in a sec. But for the rest of the games, they're still there to predict. So make sure you head into there now. Put your predictions in. You'll be in for the run-in. Much appreciated. And best of luck. Talking about Palace Arsenal. That first half, let's be honest, Arsenal looked different. They looked serious. They looked like they finally figured out how to play football. I don't mean this in a bad way because we did just lose 4-0 to them, let's be real, in pre-season. But the second half, Palace started piling all that pressure on them. They started doing all of that. And it wasn't enough. One dodgy deflection meant Arsenal went 2-0 up. And it's game, set and match. And they take 3 points. And then Arsenal fans singing, we're top of the league. Come on, lads. Come on. Don't you find that a bit embarrassing, lads? Come on. The rest haven't even played yet. Like, come on. But great first half. Great first goal. Zinchenko, that move for the first goal was from the training ground. You could tell. Arsenal do look a bit more fluid. They look better. The second half, though, as I've said, the pressure went on them. Yeah. Are they truly about it? Do they have the consistency within them? We'll see. But they do look better. There's a better spirit around Arsenal. So we'll see how they do this season. But Everton, Chelsea, this is where the meat and potatoes are, as Alex Goldberg likes to say. This is where we're going to get serious. Chelsea's campaign, Chelsea's season begins tomorrow. And I can't wait for this one. Now, before we get into the game itself, I've got some update to give you in relation to Chelsea games this season. For this season, you're not going to like this. For this season, there won't be watch-alongs. Okay, I'm sorry. I know. I'm sorry. But yeah, the flexibility isn't going to be as there like it was last season and the season before. Just for this season. I think from next season onwards, I will resume them. But for this season, there's going to be times where I'm not going to be here. I'm going to be watching in some next place. I'm going to be probably traveling. I'm going to try and go to games as well, to go to a few games this season. That would be nice. I didn't have the chance to do that last season because of the watch-alongs. So I'm mixing it up. So yeah, like I'll give you an example. The Tottenham game, our second game of the season, I'm not here. I'm going to be away. So there's going to be loads of things happening. I'm going to be away in September. So watch-alongs are going to be a complete hit and miss. It's just, there's no watch-alongs this season. Unless if the odd one here and there might pop up. But apart from that, no. Next season onwards, so the following season, I will try to bring them back as I would. So yeah, preview, reviews, they stay though. So after each game, I will give you my match review wherever I am. I will get my phone out and I will start recording if I'm away. If not, I'm here and I'll give you my match review. But let's get cracking. This is where it gets tasty. We've got new signings. Are they going to play? I reckon they're going to play. Now, this is a game where we didn't do well last season, but the circumstances were different. You have to look at the players that even Everton had, the circumstances they were in. They were fighting relegation. They were in a predicament where they had to win. The crowd were behind them. I think we had top 4 nailed on, I think, in that game, didn't we? We basically just showed up and gave Frank Lampard 3 points. Like, Lamps, you want 3 points, yeah? You want to survive? Yeah, no problem, here you are. Charity FC. Charity FC needs to disappear. I don't want to see no Charity FC anymore. We've done enough of that, yeah? No Oxfam settings. I'm not looking to see the British Heart Foundation show up. None of that. None of that, yeah? UNICEF, nothing. Children in need? No. With all due respect, no. We want to see Chelsea, week in, week out, ruthless, go for the win, no charity given to anybody, including Frank Lampard at the start of this campaign. None of it. Tomorrow, I do have a feeling the fortunes are going to change. Compared to last season, they're going to change. Why? Because Everton are not the same team and Chelsea are not the same team. Chelsea, with all the problems we had towards the end of last season, the sanctions, this, Roman, that, chaos, right? Chaos. Trying to drive the bus to away games if we had to, like all of that. That was just ridiculous. It was draining. It consumed a lot of energy. And Everton, as I've said, were fighting relegation and they had all the players they needed. Now, for tomorrow, Calvert-Lewin is going to be out. He's not featuring because he's picked up an injury. He's going to be out for the next 6 weeks. On top of that, Seamus Coleman is out. Rondon is suspended because of the red card that he had last season. Yerry Mina is available. But on top of that, they've sold Richarlison. So when you look at Everton, they got no one in their front line. Who's playing up top? They're going to have to pluck someone out of the academy. I'm guessing Lamps will have to go to the kids. There's unless you got a name. Has anyone got a name? I'd love to hear it. I ain't got a name. So circumstances are different. For Chelsea, circumstances are different, but in a positive way. Raheem Sterling has walked through the door. Koulibaly has walked through the door. Everyone's fit again. Cucurella is available for tomorrow. So it's going to be a completely different Chelsea. Even the players that were there last season, as I've said, Chilwell is available, even though I don't think he's going to play because he's not 100% yet. Reece James is here. Kante's back to his best, it seems, physically. He's recovered and he's ready to go. We've got players that are there now ready to give everything on top of the new signings. So tomorrow, hopefully, is going to be a good day. Now, I haven't got the graphics ready. Because we've had new signings and whatnot, and I just haven't had to be able to get everything set. So for the second game, for Tottenham, your preview will have the graphics on screen as normal. But what I am going to go to is good old BBC Predictor. You can't go wrong with that. Here you go. This is the team that I think is going to play tomorrow. I'm going Mendy in goal. The back three, I reckon, is going to be Koulibaly at left centre-back, Thiago Silva in the middle, and Chalobah at right centre-back. I only say that because I don't think Chilwell will play. I don't think Alonso will play. For anyone that's advocating for Alonso to play, apparently he's getting ready to get his Barcelona move set this weekend. He's gone. I did read from some places that apparently he's already said goodbye to some Chelsea employees. He's already said goodbye to some people at Chelsea. He's gone. It seems like Alonso is off to Barcelona. So I don't think he's going to be available for selection. I don't think he's in the squad tomorrow. If he is, I'll be surprised. But yeah, I don't see him playing tomorrow. So I am going with Koulibaly to fill in at left centre-back because he can play there. Koulibaly can play anywhere across the back three. At Napoli, he played as a right centre-back, I think it was. And for Senegal, he plays as a left centre-back. Or it's the other way around. But he does both, so we're covered. That's why I'm going Koulibaly at left centre-back. I'm going Chalobah at right centre-back because in that position, we don't have anyone else. Unless we're going with Azpilicueta. Which I'd like to think that, yes, Azpi has signed on for 2 years. But even to get going in this season, it's probably best to give Chalobah the more game time because he's the one that's coming through and he's the one who had a good season last year. Fair play to him. As long as he doesn't pull any stupid red card antics, then he's good. So I'd like to see him. Azpi should be the go-to guy just for experience. If we need someone to come on for 20 minutes, experience, shut the game down. Someone that knows the situation. In a high-caliber Champions League game, for example, where we need a cool head. Something like that. But apart from that, I'd give the lads the run around. So I'd give Chalobah and Thiago Silva. What can I say? So that's the back three. We move into midfield and the wing backs. I'm going Reece James, right wing back. Cucurella to make his debut as well, alongside Koulibaly. But Cucurella at left wing back, as he can play. And I'm going in the middle. I think it's going to be Kovacic and Kante. Kante is back to 100%, so he's in the starting lineup, regardless. I think that's a given. When Kante's 100%, he starts. Next to him, who's it going to be? Jorginho or Kovacic? This is where it gets tasty. I think for tomorrow, I can understand why Jorginho might be the go-to guy because I think we're going to dominate possession. But Lampard, I think, is going to set his Everton team to go on the counter-attack. And in times of counters, Jorginho can be caught out when the speed has gone against him. And I think Kovacic right now, who can go box-to-box, who can defend and can attack, and get involved in both sides of the game, has a good dynamic with Kante. I think for tomorrow's game, Kovacic will probably be best suited. So I'm going with Kovacic and Kante in the double pivot. I do think we're going with this formation, by the way, just to let you know. And in the front three, Sterling on the right-hand side, although I'd love to have him on the left-hand side, but it's hard to fit Mason Mount in. And I just know Mason Mount's going to start, right? Mason has to play. I think there's a lot of other players in this squad, including the Gallagher, for example, that I think is going to compete. But for the front three tomorrow, because we have a front three, I think it's going to be Sterling. I would love to have him on the left. Again, I don't see it happening because Mount isn't going to be playing on the right. I wouldn't play Mount on the right. If anything, I would play Mount on the left. He just looks more comfortable there if he is to play on any side. But that could also convert. It doesn't have to be a front three. It can be a 3-4-1-2 with Sterling and Havertz together up top. That can happen. But I would like to think that Sterling would occupy one wing, Havertz will go down the middle. And look, this is a chance for Kai Havertz to prove himself. As I've said, this is the team. This is how I think it's going to be. Havertz has supply around him. Havertz has options around him. Havertz from tomorrow, needs to impose himself. I want to see Kai Havertz, if he is to be used in this role, for him to really get the road running, for him to really, really start putting in the performances, to put himself in positions to score goals, to put himself in positions to be fed, to get involved, to come deep, to build up play, to do all sorts. He has to be involved properly, but most importantly of all, most important of all, is to be clinical. We need goals, mate. I'm sorry, but we need goals. You could do everything else correct. If you ain't getting the goals, you're going to go down the same route as Timo Werner. With all due respect to Timo. Timo done everything else right. Let's be real. He just couldn't bang the goals in. We need goals. That's going to be the deciding factor here. And look at Timo. All of us have gone, yeah, you know what? Look, it's done, right? We need goals. Kai Havertz needs to be, for now, up until if we get a striker or whatever. Broja, I think, is being assessed alongside Timo Werner because of possible injuries. So they might not be available. Havertz needs to be the guy that's going to get us goals. If it's going to be Sterling, if it's going to be Mount, cool, but Havertz needs to be involved. If Havertz wants to be in that line up top as the main man, even as a false nine, he needs to be scoring. So I want to see Kai Havertz be clinical. No stupid chances missed. No 2-yard sitters that's gone over the bar somehow. None of that madness. That is done. I don't want to see that this season. We've had too many seasons of that madness. I don't want to see it again. Yeah? So that is the team that I think we're going to go to. I say we're going to go to because in terms of the options that we have available, I think it's the best that we got. But we'll see what happens. So that is my starting 11. I'll pop it on screen once more. That is how I think we're going to line up. I think that's a team that should be strong enough to win. I'm hoping for performances from Mason Mount. Mason, I want to see... I know he's going to supply. I know he's going to get involved. I know he's going to run. I know he's going to cause havoc for Everton, right? Anyone, if there's anyone that knows him, it's Frank Lampard, right? So, yeah, you best believe in the dressing room at Everton, they've got Mason Mount on the wall somewhere going, we got to watch out for this guy, 100%. But Mason, I want to see some shots from distance. I want to see him take a little bit more risk. I want to see him really, as well, impose yourself. Not necessarily in terms of doing all the hard work and the dirty work. We know you can do that. But, I mean, on the ball. You see an opportunity to try and take a hit it. You try and you see an opportunity to play the right pass, play it. Don't hesitate. No hesitation. No more hesitation. Because I've realised sometimes last season, there were little bits of hesitation. If he gets rid of that in his game, I think he'll have a full package. So, hopefully Mount can be that guy from distance that, if we have to, we can rely on him to get a goal or two. And Sterling, welcome to Chelsea. This is a chance for him to really impose himself as well and for him to give us a dynamic up top that we haven't had in a while, which is someone that can take the ball and carry and drive. Someone that can take the ball and dribble, get past 3 men, no problem, slot it bottom corner. Someone that can create something from nothing. But I don't want to see what I criticised Sterling for when he was at City. I don't want to see him take too long on the ball. I don't want to see him take the wrong decision. I don't want to see him lose possession so easily. He used to do that at City quite often. He doesn't do all of that. he'll be cushy. He'll be lovely, and I hope that he starts scoring for us as well, because if there's anyone I see in that front line that's more than likely going to score, I think it's Raheem Sterling. So hopefully he gets a goal tomorrow. That would be a great way to start his Chelsea career, and we'll see what happens. But let me know your thoughts. Let me know your predictions. My prediction for tomorrow, I am going to go with... I'm going to go Everton 0, Chelsea 2. I'd like to think we get a clean sheet. I'd like to think Everton won't score because they've got no one up top, and that would be terrible if they scored, by the way. On our part, that wouldn't be allowed. I'm sorry. Everton, who have they got up front? They've got no one. You know, injuries, suspensions, all sorts. They've got no one. So, look, we should realistically not be conceding. I think 2-0 is fair, though. 2 goals, just like Arsenal against Palace tonight. Should be a similar display. And I hope for a good performance. Let me know your predictions. I'd love to hear it. But I will catch all of you after the game tomorrow for the match review. So make sure you're here for that one. Let's hope we kick off our campaign with 3 points. Fingers crossed. No more charity, please. I'll see you then. Have a good one, people. Subscribe if you are new. Hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash like button. And I'll see you tomorrow. Let's get this on the road, people. Let's start this Premier League campaign. Come on, you Blues. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one, people. See you then. Take care and peace.